Well, I'm back. That was my son Henry calling me, and Claude won. So I got two winners tonight. But as I told you guys before, when you step into that ring, or on that football field, or on the next job interview, or whatever it happens to be, you're a winner. Because you overcame your fear. And the winning, or the trophy, or the getting the job, or taking the girl out, getting her phone number, that's just icing on the cake. So many people never step out because of fear. If there is a devil, it should be fear and doubt, because it destroys more dreams than anything else. And like I said, my son Claude, this was his third fight. He lost 2 fights. Now this was his 4th fight, because many times it took him a year before he got a fight, because 6 or 7 guys backed out from fighting him. So when he did fight, he had to fight someone with more experience. But this is his 3rd fight. The first one, because his guy didn't show up, he fought his brother. And there was no winner there. They just fought each other. So, but now this time he fought another opponent, and it went 3 rounds, and he must have worked him over pretty good because he got the decision. So both of my boys won the fight on the decision and not in a hometown fight, which has got to be pretty good. They must have did a good job, because when you fight out of town, you got to beat the guy up pretty bad because they're the hometown favorite. That's been my experience. So I'm proud of my boys, but I was proud of them before they won. I'm proud of them because they didn't give up. I mean, Claude's been fighting for probably a year. He's been training for a year and 2 or 3 months. And as I said, it took him a long time to get a fight. And now he's finally won a fight. And Henry also won. So you got to pay your dues sometimes. It wasn't like back when I was fighting. We was able to have more fights then, but I don't know whether our society of men is getting weak or what's going on, but there's just not as many people fighting as there used to be. In the Golden Gloves tournament, you had to fight a couple times a day sometimes, 2 or 3 fights in one day. And there were probably 5, 10, 15 people in one weight division. Now there's like 2 or 3 fights for each weight division. So I think that's kind of infiltrating boxing, the softening up of American men. Well, anyway, so I want to let you guys know he won his fight. I'm a proud father. Look forward to when they get home. I want to talk to him. Claude's excited, and this will help propel them to continue on, because Claude was getting a little, and this is going to happen to you and me when we pursue our dreams when things don't go well. Claude was getting a little discouraged. He was losing his zeal or his zest for training, because you can't train continuously hard and not have a fight. You have to have a fight coming up to keep you motivated. It's like that fear motivates you. You can use that fear to motivate you to train harder. But when you train hard and then you go to the fight and your guy doesn't show up, it's like this happens over and over again. You really have to have a strong desire for something to keep moving. And that's not like a failure. It's more of a disappointment, a discouragement, a setback. Because you really only improve, well, I'd say you only improve greatly when you train and fight. Train and fight. Train and fight. Now you need some breaks between that. And it's the same way in life. We have to face our fears. Every day I face fears of things that I don't even know why I'm afraid of. Sometimes I'll go to work the next day on a job I've done many times, and I'll have fear. I don't know what it's from. I don't know. Anxiety, whatever you guys want to call it. They got all different kinds of names for fear, but it's just fear. Anger stems from fear. We're afraid of something, so we get angry. Fear is a destroyer. Faith is a enabler to success. They're both magnets. They both draw to you something. Fear draws to you what you don't want. Because with that fear, there's a powerful emotion. But each time you confront your fears and walk through the fear to the other side, and on the other side is what you desire. You have to face your fears. Excuse me. I was at a meeting one time with a guy many years, probably 30 years ago. and I thought he was a little goofy. He always came there with his girlfriend. She'd sit on one side of the room, he'd sit on the other. But remember, you can listen to anybody and learn from anybody, and I believe God speaks through everyone. I believe God is in everyone. That's kind of my perception. I don't understand what God is, but that's what he is to me, and much more than that. But one day he said, face fear and it will disappear. And I'm sure you guys have probably heard that maybe somewhere else. And I thought, man, that's pretty wise words there. So you never know who God's going to speak to you through or in what situation. But if you have contempt before investigation, or if you have contempt of someone because you think they're dirty, stupid, dumb, or whatever, you can't hear the message God has for you. You can't hear it because you've already discounted the messenger. The messenger doesn't have to be smart or intelligent, rich, famous. He doesn't even have to be straight. He can be drunk or high on drugs. You can learn from everyone. Everyone is your teacher, especially the people that annoy you the most. That is your best teacher. And remember this, there can be no enemy without if there is no enemy within. You brought this person that annoys you, or this person that you admire, into your life. You wouldn't admire this person if you didn't have the same abilities within yourself. And you wouldn't be annoyed by this person if you didn't have some of what he's saying inside of you. They both have a message for you. One has a message that you're not living up to your greatness. The other one has a message for you that there's something within you that this man is reflecting back to you that you need to take a look at and address. So, I'm going to stop with that. Just want to let you know that Claude won, Henry won. I'm proud of them. I'm mostly proud because they kept on, they pressed on, even when their fights were getting canceled and they lost 2 or 3 times. But those things will build their character, build their perseverance, build their persistence, build their inner man. And that's something that's lacking today. You cannot get inner strength unless you're willing to go through the fire. For in the fire, worthy men are tested, in the crucible of humiliation. And humiliation sometimes means getting the hell beat out of you in front of a lot of people, or getting humiliated in front of a lot of people, someone making fun of you. These things are good for you. I know you don't like them, they don't make you feel good, but they build your character. They teach you about yourself. All right? Hey, thanks for joining me. I'm out of here. Take care.